About, there's a couple of people mentioned that they're newer Magic players in the audience. So Dredge refers to a mechanic from the original Rav. So the first time the Magic the Gathering had a set in Ravnica, which refers to taking cards from your deck and flipping them over into your discard pile. Abernex, thank you for the brand new Prime support. Welcome. Thanks for that. Yeah, I'm gonna get everything going now. So this is a Sultai deck that's basically, it's a graveyard value deck looking to flip cards into its discard pile with various creatures and effects, and then kind of gain some card advantage from those things that we're putting into the bin. So we've got like copies of Narcomoeba and copies of Creeping Chill to do things by ditching into our bin, such as Bone Dragon and stuff of that nature. Get the stream decker updated, post the deck on Twitter, and we'll be on our way. Thanks everyone for hanging out. If everyone's having a great start to your weekend. I'm sure it's Saturday in a lot of parts of the world already. Hope you're still on a good Friday if that's where you're at. So this deck, and again, if you're new to the stream, this deck is not my deck list. This is a viewer submitted deck list. So I have not played any games with this deck. I have not put any thought into the cards that it's playing. So we're just gonna dive right into playing, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches with it and see how it feels. And after we play some matches, we'll give a little bit of wrap up and commentary on what we liked and what we didn't like. Do I have enough uncommon wild cards? Arguably, I do. The wild card ratios are really terrible. It's the worst part about the arena economy. The ratios just need to be adjusted badly. You've got, what, like 6 mythics, half a dozen rares, and like 300 uncommons. My body is ready to draw a lot of Narcomoebas and Creeping Chills. Opponent goes first. I'm going to keep this hand, but if my opponent's playing anything aggressive, we are just going to die. You think there'll ever be arena PTQs? Yeah, I think so. I think if the demand exists for competitive events in arena, we will get competitive events in arena. So the best way for you to make events like that happen in arena is to give that feedback to Wizards of the Coast that you are playing arena and giving them money to play arena, and you want those types of events to happen in arena. There are a lot of very cheeky bot commands that are very well put together. A lot of those were added by mods. I can't lay claim to all of them myself. The Explorers even let us Wizard's Retort off of Arc. Okay, interesting. So like, I'm kind of confused here. I'm kind of into the Splashing Black and the Tempo deck like I mentioned, but Arc of Azcanta seems really kind of weird in that deck. I think I'm Notion Raining here. Like, I can't, if I had a second blue source, I would just go like Narc Search or Azcanta, but the fact that I don't, I think I'm just binning these. They don't seem particularly good. I usually run with plenty of mythics and near 0 rares. Yeah. So once you have your mana bases built, you will build up excess rare wild cards. So I basically have all of the shocks and buddy lands at this point, which means I now have more rares than mythics. I'm just gonna get Eldritch Reborn going here. It's really awkward that we don't have double blue here, which is again one of the drawbacks to playing a 3-color mana base like this. You're gonna have some inconsistency there. So one of the great things about Magic is there's a lot of depth to deck building, but you can kind of choose like how badly do you want to beat yourself on occasion. Next turn honestly might just be like cast Creeping Chill. So like, I really don't get putting this land in this deck in general, but much less with Nightveil Predator. Like, it can't possibly be right to put a colorless land with this card, right? Especially this one. I don't know. Maybe we're just gonna get ground out by this card. It doesn't feel like it though. Have we got anything useful in here yet? So we can get back Doom Whisperer with this. I'm gonna go ahead and block here in case we mill over something we want to get back. I played Dredge in Modern, and my pro tip is don't draw your Narcomoebas. It's a good tip, to be fair. Look at that! We hit a Narcomoeba and a Creeping Chill, chat. Good clean value. I've been really impressed with Creeping Chill. We're gonna library that one. We're gonna transform this. Eldest Reborn's gonna trigger, and it's gonna get us this Doom Whisperer back into play. Then I'm gonna go ahead and cast this Doom Whisperer. And I'm gonna go ahead and cast this Narcomoeba. Alright, are we done here? I guess they have 2 unblockable guys, but I think we're pretty far ahead here. Doom Whisperer is a big boy. This card's very good, by the way. If you're playing a black deck in Standard, it should probably have a bunch of Doom Whisperers in it. Very easy format staple. I mean, they have the City's Blessing here. This card it would be much worse if it was legendary. Alright, so is this lethal? Oh, I can't actually. So if I exile this, they block 3, 9. So I can hit them for 11 this turn. I think I just do this anyways on here so I can get in with the Narcomoebas. How much longer are we going? This is the start of our last deck, so this is our first game with this deck, but probably, I don't know, another hour and a half or so. Flample. Who doesn't need a little Flample in their lives, chat? Little flying trample to go around. Any sweepers in my board? I don't have any sweepers in my board. Duggernaut, thank you for the 10-month resub there. I appreciate that. There's only 2 Doom Whisperers in this deck. That's probably wrong. Probably gonna end up adding Doom Whisperers before the night is over. I don't have any supplemental removal in the sideboard other than Vraska's Contempt. Yeah, this board just has like 60 cards that dunk control decks in it. So that's probably gonna change here in a hot second. Yeah, whoever made this they were definitely ready for the control matchup. Which, I'm not even sure, can it be that bad? With like your deck full of Creeping Chills and stuff? That's probably fine. Yeah, 4 or close to it. I'm pretty high on Doom Whisperer. That's the rule for Creeping Chill. Always in the opener. Alright, there's the Curious Obsession. Could probably never win. I guess we have a couple of pieces of spot removal. Look at that. 3-1 with a free Lightning Helix. Going to work. No, I think some Bone Dragon should stay in. That's part of the Dredge theme, right? Part of the Dredge theme we have going on. That's Thief of Sanity that we're just never beating. I guess we could try and aggro them on the ground. It's basically 2 mana Siege Rhino. Got him. Here's hoping they mill over Narcomoebas and Creeping Chills for us. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I just like want these Thought Erasures. Just because, like, they're cheap and they kind of impact the board. We're gonna, like, draw double green spells our first 2 draws. Look at those perfectly castable magic cards. It might be a short last deck of the night. Might be a short last deck of the night. Usually I play at least 3 matches with decks people submit. This one we're gonna pull in the lab here and make some edits to real soon. Yeah, believe it or not, Marty. Ooh, we milled Creeping Chills. That's exciting. Put a second green on top of my deck. Maybe I'll take a look at the mana in here is probably okay. I'll take a look at the mana and some other stuff after this. I think the sideboard is like really where I need some work. I'll take a look at some of the weird numbers of other things, but the sideboard could probably use a good massage. I'm just gonna smash here. If they want to like eat my Citrus Suppliers, that's fine. To mill some more cards over. Exile 7 others. How many are in here? Actually, not that far off. I guess it's only fitting that I haven't been on for the entire 10 months. Happy anniversary. What's going on, DJ Jedi Jeff? Thanks for keeping me employed here. Welcome back. I think it wants 4 Notion Rains. Yeah, probably. Just like play all the good cards with Surveil, basically. I'll go ahead and pump a chump here. They don't have a counterspell here. This Doom Whisperer could maybe win the game, but they probably have a counterspell, right? Like they've got 4 cards and then use their mana. What are my thoughts on Mission Briefing? It was incredibly sweet in the Phoenix Creeping Chill deck we played earlier tonight. If you didn't see the Phoenix Creeping Chill deck we played in Standard tonight, you're gonna want to make sure you check out my pick of the day when I post them later tonight. You'll be able to find that on YouTube. Why not bring back the dragon? I don't think I had enough in here to bring back the dragon, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it seems like it takes like 7. Takes 7. Can I bring this back now? I think I can finally bring it back. Holy crap, this interface. Targeting multiple things in the discard pile on this application are really bad. Oh, I unclicked that one. All right. How many do I still need to click on? Oh, it's any 7 cards. Oh, I definitely misread this card. That's weird. It's almost like reading the card explains the card. Strange. This card's much better than I thought it was. It has an awesome animation. Oh no! Alright, I'm done. Alright, let's take a quick peekaboo at Sultai Dredge here before we dive into another one. Let's start with this hot mess of a sideboard. There's like 800 cards in here for control decks. Let's fix that. And let's add some Moments of Craving. Let's round these out and put a couple of cast downs on the sideboard. So I'm probably going to put the last Notion Rain in the main deck. The Eldest Reborn is kind of random. The Underrealm Lich is kind of random. Just like get the last Doom Whisperer in here. No, I only have 4 moments. Ranger is ambitious. That's probably a good comment. Yeah, there's only 10 green sources in here. This mana base is a hot mess. There's 16, 20 black, and then 10 green and 10 blue. I'm gonna put Seekers Squire in here because it's easy to cast. Let's make that swap. Like, why are there even green cards in this deck? Like, should it just be blue-black? Like, that's what I'm seeing, right? Like, why are there green cards in this deck? It's like just Glowspore Shaman. Let's put some Underrealm Lich in. Let's keep this card. This card seems sweet. The Arc-like Phoenix deck was awesome. That would be my pick 4. Is gonna be my pick of the day, I think. All right. I like to keep like true-ish to the deck list that people submit. So like I don't like to usually pull colors out or do anything too massive, but I think cutting the... I think Azcanta is actually really sweet. Like, trying to make sure you never draw Narcomoebas or stupid Creeping Chills sounds great. Just put 3 Carnage Tyrants on the board. This is too many Thought Erasures. Leave 2 in. Alright, let's play some games. Update the stream decker, we'll be on our way. I put a bunch of spot removal on the board. I could see Ritualist maybe being okay, but for now I just put a bunch of spot removal and I think that's fine for the time being. Oh wait, the mana, I didn't fix the mana. I disagree, I think 1 blue is worth Think Tank. This is 20 black. That's probably too much. $18 black is plenty. And that's 12 blue for some amount of blue. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, there's just a short delay between when you cancel matchmaking and like when it actually pulls you out is the thing. Because like sometimes it pairs you up. As always, remember, if you see me post something on Twitter and you don't have a chance to catch it live or you can't catch all of it, it all goes up on my YouTube channel afterwards, youtube.com/FHogan, and I break it all up on there by deck, so you can watch just the decks that you care about. Because obviously not every deck's going to interest everyone. Oh yeah, just the double Narcomoeba opener. There's no way I can keep those, right? Oh, magic. This isn't going to be a particularly long last deck. I'll be back at some point this weekend. We'll slog this up. This might be the last one. I've been up for almost 11 hours now. Eat some more food here in a hot second. Add a bunch of stuff on YouTube. Wait, what? I mean, resolves. Can we take a moment to appreciate where other players and streamers would rage? I mean, you know, different strokes for different folks. Life's too short to be frustrated by your games. Definitely been in a position where I've let that happen to me, and it's just like, it's not pleasant. Put the fear of Narcomoeba in them, chat. They're terrified of our powerful Magic the Gathering card. Yeah, and I think this deck is just kind of a good example of this is a synergy deck where the payoff isn't powerful enough to offset the card quality that we're playing in the deck. So like, even though this deck was kind of a spectacular failure, I think it's like something that I think a lot of people don't often do is that you learn a lot more from when you fail than from when you succeed on average. And that's just like true not only in Magic, but kind of life in general, I think. You definitely pick up a lot from when you are unsuccessful. And I think, again, I'd look back on this deck and go, well, the synergies we have, like Bone Dragon as a payoff in a format of, you know, Vraska's Contempts and Bindings of Ixalan is just like not particularly powerful. I'm not quite sure I know what our opponent is doing. So, if you're holding a card, I'll show you. If you're holding a card like this, when your turn starts, the animation of how it draws the card into your hand is very, very fast for some reason. And that's not just a Linux/wine thing, that's just an arena thing that happens on Windows 2. Hoogle After Dark on a Friday. What year is it? Agar, you'll catch us right at the tail end here. I am going to be running late on Fridays with some consistency though. So Fridays and Wednesdays are going to be my late streams. Look at this. That's just good, clean deck building right there. Maybe I'm not even supposed to flip this, honestly. I don't know, getting my 5th land here is kind of nice. Like I have 5 drops in my deck that I want to cast. I left you on the TV. Thanks for the viewer count, Klets. He's so angry. Why are you so angry, Nicobolas? Superman does good. Ferguson is doing well. Modern's just been tough recently. I had a good time with the Hardened Scales deck we played today. Like, playing good decks is sweet in Modern. But, like, even when we're getting beat up a little bit in Standard, just, like, Arena's more enjoyable to slog through than Magic Online. And, like, when we're like, doing poorly... Alright. Oh, this deck is rancid. I'm done. The Hardened Scales will be up on Affinity momentarily, or Hardened Scales will be up on YouTube momentarily. I'm gonna be done for the night. Consider it slogged through. Yeah, so just as like a condensed wrap up for the YouTube folks in the future that maybe cut to it after seeing the video is short. The payoffs, this is just like a bad blue-black deck or a bad green-black deck. Maybe Bone Dragon is good in something else, but like going all in on these incredibly weak synergy cards for like this is the only payoff. This card I think could potentially be good, but I don't think it's good enough to offset how bad some of these other cards are in the abstract and like the absolute power level. Like this is basically we're just like playing a 1/1 for 1, which is just like not constructed playable, right? So that's gonna be it for me for today. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I'm gonna find someone else streaming Standard to host. I'm gonna publish a bunch of stuff on YouTube here momentarily. We're gonna have a couple modern decks from earlier today on Magic Online and a whole ton, like almost 8 hours of different Standard decks on Arena. My favorite of which was definitely the Grixis Phoenix deck. And I will catch all y'all around later. I will be live again at some point this weekend with probably Modern and Standard again. But I'm not sure exactly which day and time. So make sure to follow me on Twitch and Twitter for notifications on when I'm doing that. I'll catch all y'all around later.